Hello students, this is Dr. Siva Nagaraju from IARE. Today we are going to discuss outcome based education. So what is outcome based education? So in this session we are going to discuss this outcome based education. Okay. So outcome based education is a process that involves assessment and evaluation practices in education to reflect the attainment of expected learning and showing mastery in the programming area. So it's not what we teach, it's what we learn. So we can take another meaning of this outcome based education also. Okay. So institutions adapting outcome based education trying to bring changes to the curriculum by dynamically adapting to the requirements of the different stakeholders like students, parents, industry personnel, and recruiters. OBE is all about feedback and outcomes. So, outcome based education is based on the quality of the education. Okay. So, this outcome based education is all dependent on the feedbacks and outcomes. So, before applying for an MBA accreditation, the concerned department should make sure that their COs is well defined and serves the purpose of outcome based education. So now, what is the difference between output versus outcome? So generally, we are discussing about the outputs, but this is different from outcome. So OBE, anyhow, it is different from traditional education. So output is a process from a university or college, where outcome is the quality of the output. So here we can discuss how many students get the jobs after passing out from the college or university. So that is outcome you can treat. Okay. And how many students are in this domain? That means some students coming from electronics and some students maybe come from CSC. So these students, how many or get employment in the core sector? That also you can treat as outcome. So here we take an example of watermelon. So in the watermelon, sees outside it is green. So you think that is the fruit is ready to eat. When the customers buy this fruit, they are not satisfied with the taste or color. Then the outcome is failed. Here output is get. What are the output? The watermelons are good in size and color, in green color. Okay, so output will get. But the customer not satisfied. So there is no outcome. Okay, that is the best example of this outcome versus output. And another one is the benefits of OBE. Benefits of outcome based education. So mainly we consider four benefits. One is clarity. Another one is flexibility. Third one is comparison, involvement. Clarity means here in OBE we follow the analyzing and assessing. But every year, from year to year, we are getting the outcomes we are going to assess. So there is a clarity. Flexibility, we can change our curriculum based on the feedbacks of stakeholders. So we have different stakeholders like students, parents, recruiters, some industry personals. So we are taking all the feedbacks from those stakeholders. We can change our curriculum. so that you have flexibility in the syllabuses like that. Comparison. We are going to compare every year. Okay. So what our outcome is improving or not. So if we are not getting any improvement, then we are going to change that pattern or syllabus or curriculum, whatever it may be. Involvement. Here all the stakeholders are involved. That is the students, faculty, outside industry personals, recruiters, all are going to involve in this outcome based education. Okay, they take all the feedbacks from those stakeholders. Then we are making our curriculum to better outcome. Okay, so this is a framework. So here we are taking feedbacks from industry personals in our program. Okay, so institute having some mission or vision, and the program having PU, program education objectives, and student outcomes, course learning outcomes, COs. By taking all the feedbacks, we are going to make our course with a well planning and delivery. And finally, go to assessment of that course. Why? Every program has different courses. So here we are going to assess every course and finally go to the program assessment and after the institutional assessment. So here we are seeing the improvements and again we come back to the program. So this is cyclic operation. So we are taking the feedbacks and assessing the POs, COs, and we are getting the improvement, and then again we are going to entering into the program and changing any curriculums like that. Okay, so this is cyclic operation. So all this based on the feedbacks. So 4 levels of outcomes from OBE. So one is program educational objectives, another is the program outcomes, and third one is the program specific outcomes, and the last one is the course outcomes. Okay, so first we go for the program educational objectives. So program educational objectives should be defined by the head of the department in consultation with the faculty members. So POs are promised by the department to the aspiring students about what they will achieve once they join the program. PU assessment is not made compulsory by NBA as it is quite difficult to measure in Indian context. Okay. Next, program outcome. So a program learning outcome is broad in scope and be able to do at the end of the program. So POs are to be in line with the graduate attributes as specified in the Washington Accord. POs are to be specific, measurable, and achievable. So after the program, what will be the student can do? Okay, what will be the students do at the end of the program? That can be seen in the program outcome. So POs are to be specific, measurable, and achievable. We must achieve that outcome. Okay. So these are the 12 POs defined by the NBA, National Board of Accreditation. So it starts from engineering knowledge to lifelong learning. So when you writing of a CO, we are going to map this any one of the PO. Any one or more than one or more than 3 also. So that course outcome will go to map with these POs. Okay. So PO1 is engineering knowledge, PO2 is problem analysis, PO3 is design, development of solutions, PO4 is conduct investigations of complex problems, PO5 modern tool usage, PO6 the engineering society, PO7 environmental sustainability, PO8 ethics, and PO9 is individual and teamwork, PO 10 communication, PO 11 project management and finance, PO 12 lifelong learning. So that every course must be mapped with these POs. Okay, anyone can map with these 12 POs. Okay, so here PO and NB statement are key components factor, number of KCFs. Key components is features. So when you take PO1, apply the knowledge of mathematics, science, engineering fundamentals and engineering specialization to the solution of complex engineering problems. So for that PO1, here you having three components. One is scientific principles and methodology, mathematical principles, and third one is own and or other engineering disciplines to integrate support study of their own engineering discipline. So these three components you can use for mapping this PO. Okay. Similarly, PO2 having 10 KCFs. So up to 12 POs having different KCFs. So you can use any of these KCFs when mapping. Okay. Another one is PSO, program specific outcome. Program specific outcomes are statements that describe what the graduates of a specific engineering program should be able to do. So this one is a specific outcome. For example, a student from electronics. So what that end of that program the student can do, should be able to do. So here the PSO, the student may be in the domain of embedded systems, maybe in the domain of antennas. Okay. So maybe in the domain of real estate. So these three domains the students will do any experiment or any entrepreneurship can do. So that is a program specific outcome that student can do. That means the particular student, the specific student can do in this program only. When coming to the CS student, this specific outcome will be changed. So the CS student can do only in that particular program. Okay. So there is a specific outcome. And another one is a course outcome. A course outcome is a formal statement of what students are expected to learn in a course. So that means when a student joins in a program, that program contains different courses. After the completion of the course, what will the student learn? Okay. So the course outcome is a formal statement of what students are expected to learn in a course. So there is the expression what the student will learn in that course. Okay. When creating course outcomes, remember that the outcomes should clearly state what students will do or produce to determine and or demonstrate their learning. So they should be clear. Course learning outcomes states refer to specific knowledge, practical skills, areas of professional development, attitudes, high order thinking skills that faculty members expect students to develop, learn or master during a course. So very care will be taken by the faculty when writing this COs. So when writing the COs, we must use some action verbs. The action verbs are defined by the Bloom's taxonomy. So Bloom's taxonomy was created by Benjamin Bloom in 1956, published as a kind of classification of learning outcomes and objectives. Bloom's taxonomy is considered as the global language for education. Bloom's taxonomy is frequently used by students in writing the course outcomes as it provides a ready-made structure and list of action verbs. So what are the learning domains of Bloom's taxonomy? Cognitive domain, knowledge, affective domain, values, psychomotor domain, skills. So this is cognitive domain. Remember, understand, apply analyze, evaluate, create. So we must follow in this pattern when you preparing any CO. So that action verb must be starts from remember to create. So the list of action verbs are defined, which will come in remember and which will be in understand and which will be in apply. So that is all in verbs levels. Okay. Another is affective domain. So affective domain also having some levels: receiving, responding, valuing, organization, and categorizations. So this affective domain involves our feelings, emotions, and attitudes. Another is the psychomotor domain. The psychomotor domain includes physical movement, coordination, and use of the motor skill areas. So these also have some levels: initiation, manipulation, precision, articulation, and neutralization. Okay. And a list of PSOs for Department of ECE. So you having three PSOs for Department of ECE. One is a build embedded software and digital circuit development platform for robotics, embedded systems, and signal processing applications. Another one is a focus on the application, specific integrated circuit, prototype designs, virtual instrumentation, and system on chip designs. And the last one is a make use of high frequency structure simulator for modeling and evaluating the patch and smart antennas for wired and wireless communication applications. So earlier we discussed about the PSO. PSO is the program specific outcome. So the EC student can make his career on these fields, maybe embedded software or robotics, embedded systems, signal processing, and VLSI. And the last one is the antenna. So this is coming in communications. Okay. Now COPO maps. So the course outcome needs to link to the program outcomes. Students should be able to behavior and resulting evidence. So this is the how to write a course outcome. Okay. So the course outcome must be in the form. What the students should be able to behavior plus resulting evidence. So here I consider the course outcomes for ADC, analog digital communications. So after successful completion of the course, students will be able to outline the basic concepts of communication system, need of modulation, and fundamental elements to realize amplitude modulation systems. And the second outcome is interpret the generation detection techniques of frequency modulated waves used for audio signal transmission systems. And third one is illustrate the concept of pulse modulation schemes, demodulation, sampling, quantization, and coding for obtaining of digital data. So the first course outcome which deals with the amplitude modulation systems, and the second course outcome which deals with the frequency modulation systems, and third one which is related to the pulse modulation schemes. So these COs are written based on the syllabus. So the first module 1 is regarding to the amplitude modulation system. So the first course outcome is based on this amplitude modulation. Okay. Similarly, the fourth one is analyze digital passband modulation schemes, ASK, PSK, FSK using modulation demodulation process. Okay. And fifth one is identify the importance of spread spectrum techniques for secure digital communication systems. And the last one is build the black codes for error detection and error correction in noisy environment. So this is the third module, the fourth module, which is going to deal with the digital modulation techniques. Fourth module, which is dealing with the digital modulation techniques. So the course outcome, the fourth course outcome is regarding to the fourth module. Coming to the fifth and sixth, which is related to the fifth module. In the fifth module, syllabus having stress spectrum and error control codes. So based on that, here we're going to write these 6 COs. So the 6 COs which cover the entire analog and digital communication course. Now mapping of each COs with POs and PSOs. So here, what are the POs going to map with this PSOs and POs? Okay. So having 6 POs, 6 POs are going to map any one of these 12 POs and 3 PSOs. Okay. So here we can see how justification is going to write when mapping this CO1, PO, PSOs. Okay. So first CO1 mapped with PO1, PO2, PO3 and PO10. So here 3 key components is used: mathematical principles, science engineering fundamentals. Okay. So here 3 components we take. Again, coming to the second PO, identify, formulate, review research, translate information, graphic form. So 5 key components are used. So based on these key components, we have some weightages. Okay. So coming to the next one here. So the total count of key components is for CO PO mapping. So 6 COs are taken and 12 POs and again 3 PSOs. Okay. So how many key components? 3. So how many actual PO1 having? That's also 3. And coming to the PO2, 10 POs. Okay. So based on that, again we are having some percentage we are calculated. How much percentage? So 3 to 3 get, so 100%. For 100 we are having only 50. Why? 10 POs, 10 key components are there. Out of 10 we use only 5 key components. So 50%. So similarly, the remaining also go to calculate it. Okay. So now course articulation matrix. So COs and POs, and here taking some scale, that is 0 to 3. So 0 means no correlation, 1 being the low correlation, and 2 being the medium correlation, third with the high correlation. So when the value is 0 to 5%, so there is no correlation, we given scale as 0, and 1 scale for 5 to 40%, that is a slightly or low correlation. From 40 to 60, medium, and 60 to 100, that is a high correlation. So 4 scales are given. Okay. So the course articulation matrix, here we are going to, depending on the weightage you take it. So for the first one, 100% is coming before table. So you are getting 3, 50% 2, and less you are getting 1. So when you get the 3 means highly correlated, 2 means medium, 1 is low. When you get 0, there is no correlation. Okay. So now assessment methodology for that in that way. So here the direct assessment is exams, CA1, SE exams, and giving some quiz, tech talk, and concept videos. Okay, and assignments. So based on the curriculum, these assessment methodologies are going to change. Okay. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.